Alright guys, here is our second video going up. Today we'll be reviewing Havoc
and culprit.
We are going to be reviewing the Havoc grass pigs. We have watermelon candy, which seems to look actually pretty good.
Green pumpkin and watermelon is what that says. If you guys can see that, there you go. That might help.
Swamp grass.
Those are the Havoc swim baits, and these are the culprit. Just culprit worm. That's what it says. 7.5 inch.
Culprit chili pepper.
Chili pepper. No, it's like a green pumpkin with a lot of red flake in it.
Alright, so which one do you want to review first? I say, alright, yeah, let's go for the watermelon candy. One of my personal favorites is, I have landed bass, not off of the Havoc, but off of other zooms and stuff. Trick worms and stuff like that. So, it's
what does a trick worm have to do with anything?
No, because they have like the same color for different ones.
Oh, shut up. Okay, whatever.
It's almost like a watermelon seed.
It has to say it's a watermelon seed with a red flake, but there's like a
red,
purple
green,
glitter
pink,
in it.
All different.
It's kind of like a strange.
Pretty flexible. So what you're gonna want to use is, we did this in our last review. You're gonna want to use this right here, the Mustad's 4/0 worm hook.
Extra wide gap, better hookup ratio. In my opinion, people like the straight shank. I like extra wide gap.
And I think that those will work. Those are also ultra point. Just being with specifics. It comes in a quantity of 5. Specifics. It comes in a quantity of 5. And hell, they might work.
So our next bait we got here is totally super sick. Okay, just kidding. It's actually pretty sick, actually. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, that was a lot of actually.
I know. Shut up. Okay, so this one is the green pumpkin watermelon. Never really heard of that color. I mean, green pumpkin. I've heard of green pumpkin and I've heard of watermelon, but never together. Together,
and fighting crime. Super
stretchy, and honestly, in my opinion, this is just straight up watermelon seed. Okay, nice and stretchy. Smells pretty good. So if you check out our last video,
yeah, I forgot the smells.
No, hold on, it doesn't matter.
No, keep going.
Same thing. You check out our last video, we'll talk about bait mate and like Bass Dynasty scents. You have to spray these on these things.
Yeah, see, these smell different from each other.
Alright, well, yeah, okay, it doesn't matter. These are nice swim baits. You just want to put bait scents on. And sometimes I even like to use Charlie's Worm Magic, I believe it is. You dip the tail in it and it turns it into a chartreuse color. Money. It's so worth it. I mean, just keep that thing sealed. It'll explode on you.
In the last video, I also said that the Bass, what is it called? I forget.
Bass Dynasty?
No, not Bass Dynasty. It was the stuff that I almost bought another tube of today.
Bait mate.
Bait mate. The bait mate Bass. It's orange. It comes in an orange container. It's no. That's for crappie. The bass.
Okay,
the bass is orange.
It does.
And that is my ultra favorite stuff. I'll spray that, and I'll take this right here. It's thick. It conserves a lot of space. So what I do, I don't think I'm gonna do it with these, but I'll put all the worms in plastic bags. I'll take the bass stuff and I'll spray it in the bags and rub it all around.
Like marinating.
Yeah, marinating, and it really works. I've used that stuff on all my worms, and
you just gotta keep it sealed.
It also works for crappie too. Even the bass, if you're not using the crappie stuff, bass works too.
Yeah, but shoreline fishing or boat fishing, you gotta keep that thing sealed. It'll explode on you, and it'll get moldy, and it'll stink, and you don't want that. Okay, just to put that out there. Keep it sealed. I'd put it in like 2-gallon plastic bags, like the Ziploc heavy duty stuff.
And if you're planning to use these for jigs, if you're planning to cut them in half or whatnot, or even use them whole, they're a little big for whole. But if you're planning to use them for jigs and stuff, one thing that I noticed is I accidentally left my tackle box in my garage. We live in Florida, so it's baking hot. My jigs melted. Yeah. Keep your jigs out of the sun. Keep your tackle box in your room. Get a pole holder, and just make sure you keep your stuff in good condition. Alright, so let's move on. Now we're going to use swamp grass. This stuff, out of all 4 that we got, this is my favorite color. Or, we only got 3. Out of all 3, this is my favorite color. This stuff is actually very cool.
It's like a baby bass kind of color. Just with red flake in it.
On the bottom, it has... You can't see it great because of the lighting, but on the bottom it's white and it has black specks and some orange. Then on the top it's watermelon red with red seeds. And it's a swim bait, so you're also going to want to use...
These hooks on all of them. These hooks on
all of them, because if you look at the comparison, what we didn't do in the last video when we did a review on these, we didn't open them and we didn't show them to you. So sincerely sorry for that. So we'll do that now, comparing it. This is the hook that you'll get. This is a 4-aught. And so, if you want any tips to rigging it, this is what his father taught me. Is you have it to where you slide it on, then you line it up on the side. And wherever it is, that's where it's going to be once you slide it in. But also these, like usual swim baits, that have the slit where your hook goes in the stomach, and it is I think that is the perfect size for the swim bait itself.
Another thing you do is, this personally what I like to do when I'm pulling these swim baits through grass and stuff, is take a little bit more, like, instead of just going down so far to where it won't cover up your knot. I mean, some people think it's crazy to do it, but I'll cover up my knot so it doesn't get hung up on grass and stuff.
That is a very good idea.
And it'll slide through the grass better.
Now, you can throw these weightless. I suggest throwing them with...
I throw them weightless. It'll pull through the grass better. That's normally when I'm throwing it.
And also not throwing these on jigs and stuff, but jigging them through the water like a DOA shrimp for saltwater, which I recently have acquired into my tackle box. You can jig these through the water, and it's actually very good action. So that's the review on the
havoc swim baits.
The havoc grass. Now, no, you have to do the... Oh, yeah, you...
I already did that one.
Alright, so he's going to do the last one. It's culprit.
Okay, so this is the culprit. It's a curly tail worm, pretty much, to where it's like your typical worm. But it doesn't really... It just says culprit worm on it. And this is in chili pepper. It's like a watermelon seed with a bunch of red flake
on the bottom.
On the bottom of it. Yeah, like, here, I'll show you. And, I don't know how they smell. I have red shad culprit, like, out the wazoo. What the heck?
Those right there, I think those look pretty good. I mean, I think most of those look pretty good, because what I've used... See, this is the unpackaging part. What I've used is... I haven't used red shad, but when you bring the red and the green together, it really brings out the color in the water. That will actually be pretty good. So,
hold on. There we go.
You got this, or do you need some help?
No, shut up. Oh my god.
Dude.
It's fine.
Don't break my baits.
So, whoa, these are tiny.
They're tiny, but...
Pretty sweet.
God damn, they are tiny.
Either way, 7.5 is charger.
Yeah, 7.5.
Look, they're extremely red on the bottom, but they're like a watermelon flake on top. These are smaller. I would throw these on like a 2-aught, 3-aught, straight shank. Normally I say extra wide gap, but straight shank on these because they're shorter. That definitely will help. And these, I just trail them right across the lily pad line or something like that. Or like punch them into grass and stuff. Other than that, I really wouldn't use them like drop shot, wacky rig now. That's what if you check out our last video, that's what our like Senkos are for, wacky rig and stuff.
Alright, so...
Well, they're not Senkos, they're shimmy sticks by Shrike King.
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright, so I also have recently acquired hooks into my tackle box. They are Eagle Claw. I do not have them with me here today. They are Eagle Claw, and they go down and they curve around to where you hook it into the worm, that worm is going to spin along with it. And so I think that would be the best if you want to bring out the red and the green. The whole worm will spin as long as with the hook. Now if you have a problem with twisting your mono and your line and your braid and all that, that's not the thing that you're going to want. But I say it's a go if you have braid. So, alright, I guess that was our review, and let's make it happen.
Subscribe.